Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel where we dive deep into personal development, positive mindset, and unlocking your full potential. I'm your host, Joel's Got the Keys, and in today's episode, we're going to talk about something that I'm absolutely passionate about, and you may be too. Parenthood. More specifically, we're going to look at how we as parents, or future parents if you don't have children yet, have the power to shape our kids' mindsets and help them avoid limiting beliefs that could hold them back for life. Are you ready? Let's dive in. I've learned so much about life just by watching my son grow. And recently, I noticed something that really got me thinking. My son, who's about to turn 9 years old, has always been super outgoing. If we go to the park, he's going over to the kids and he's asking them if they want to play. He'll even go up to kids and ask them, hey, do you want to be friends? Everywhere he goes, he's always making friends. But lately, I've noticed there have been moments where he kind of hesitates and he's not as open as he used to be. He'll hold back in conversations or shy away from situations that used to not faze him. As parents, one of the most important jobs that we have is to catch these small mindset shifts and stop limiting beliefs before they turn into lifelong struggles. Limiting beliefs usually start young. It's those small thoughts like, I'm not good enough, or I can't do that. If we don't catch them early, they solidify. They become part of who we are as adults and ultimately shape our identity. So our job as parents is to watch closely, not just for behavior, but for language. What are your kids saying about themselves? And how are they interpreting their own experiences? For example, if my son says something like, I'm not good at math, I'll stop him and say, it's not that you're not good at math, you're just learning. Very rarely does anyone start out being good at anything. It takes time, practice, and effort. So it's not that you're not good, you're just not there yet. That word yet is so powerful. It shifts their mindset from fixed to growth. I make it a point to get my son being comfortable doing uncomfortable things. For example, if we're at a restaurant and he wants water or a refill on a drink, I don't get it for him. I make him go to the cashier and ask them for a drink or a refill himself. This gets him comfortable talking to people. Another thing I do, if someone asks him, how are you doing today? I don't allow him to just say, I'm good. I have him say, I'm good. How are you? This teaches him how to properly engage in conversation with other adults so that when he gets older, he has confidence and he knows how to effectively communicate with other people. Now, these things may seem small, but they help kids learn how to speak up and advocate for themselves and not shrink in social situations. And those are life skills that matter long after childhood. Here's something that might sound tough, but it's real. I don't rescue my son from every problem that he gets himself into. I let him feel the weight of his decisions. For example, he's in Taekwondo and he's just 2 belts away from being a black belt. At the Taekwondo that he attends, if you do not wear your belt to class, they'll give you a belt to wear. It's just not going to be the one you have. They're going to make you wear a white belt. So there have been times when we get in the car, we're on our way to Taekwondo, and he realizes, I forgot my belt. Instead of turning the car around and taking him back to get his belt, I make him go to class without a belt. So when he gets to class, the instructor gives him a white belt. Now, sometimes he gets made fun of by the other kids because he's almost a black belt and he's wearing a white belt. It's never to the point where it hurts his feelings or anything like that. I would never want to put him in a situation like that, but it does sting him a little bit and it does make him feel a sense of responsibility. And I can personally say that those times that he's had to go to class without his belt and he's had to wear a white belt, it's really made him think, and he's very adamant on remembering where his belt was and bringing it to class. And so if we don't have his belt, he'll get pretty upset because he wants to make sure that he's not going to class and he's having to wear a white belt. And that's just one way that I'm able to teach my son how to be accountable to his commitments. One of my non-negotiables as a parent is if you live in my household, you cannot use the words, I can't. That's as bad as cursing, and I don't allow it. If he says, I can't, I stop him right there. And I say, you can, you just have to figure out how. So I shift his mindset from a quitting mindset to a problem-solving mindset. And to make it fun and motivating, I tie it to things he loves. My son's favorite car, his dream car that he wants to own one day, is a Rolls Royce. So I'll ask him, do you have to be rich to buy a Rolls Royce? And he'll say, yeah. And I'll follow up and I'll say, "How do you get rich?" His answer now: by solving problems. I tell him, exactly. The people that earn the most income are the ones that are best at solving problems. And that's what we are. We're problem solvers. Then I bring it back down to earth. I say, so if you want that Rolls Royce one day, it starts right now. Even with something as simple as tying your shoe. You solve that problem today, and you'll be able to solve even bigger problems tomorrow. If you're a parent, a mentor, an older sibling, whatever it may be, this is the real work. You're not just raising a kid, you're raising a future leader, a future entrepreneur, a future creator. Every time you help your children break through a limiting belief, you're helping them skip years of unlearning as adults. And you're giving them a head start that most of us wish we had. So here's my challenge to you. Next time that you hear your kids say, "I can't," correct them. And remind them that they can. Next time they're struggling to do something, don't just jump in and do it for them. Guide them through the process. And pay attention for those small signs of self-doubt and help shift their mindset to one of confidence. Because the earlier that we teach our kids to believe in themselves, to solve problems and to take responsibility, the brighter their futures become. Let's raise a generation of confident and capable leaders that don't wait around for people to solve problems for them. They go out there and they solve them themselves. If you enjoyed this video and you found value in it, make sure you give it a thumbs up, like it, comment, and subscribe. Once again, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. Until next time, stay focused, stay positive, and keep growing. You've got this.